Ball now picked off by Windass. Oxford lose possession. George Dobson slides it inside Smithy. Cuts inside, takes a shot. Well saved by Cummings one more time. Referee now. Whistle in mouth. Blows it down. We're in the post-game show right now. Bang, bang, boom. Bang, bang, boom. Bang, bang, boom. Wow. What a match. What a match. Phil Parkinson off his seat applauding the fans. And I tell you what, applaud Oxford fans in the crowd and the Wrexham fans. Applaud both sets of fans. I tell you what, applaud both the coaches and all the players. And even applaud the referee, Elliot Bell. Tonight, you got a great football match, a really great football match. Wasn't the spectacular, but it was more than that. It had everything in there. We were treated to a really decent football match. Breaking it down, I'll go into the chat really soon, right now, but I'll break the match down. We'll go into the stats and we'll do the post-game as per usual. But right now, you're in the post-game. Fantastic match to watch. Great victory for Wrexham. 3 points, valuably needed. Nathan Broaden on 14. For the rest of the way, battle of attrition. First half belonging to Wrexham. Second half, the red card comes along. And Oxford dominate, but just couldn't get it over the line. Quality was the problem. Yeah, the final quality, but the woodwork would be clipped by both teams in the process. The crossbar, yes. So both teams went closer than close should be, and when the woodwork got rattled where the keeper couldn't be. Into the chat as we are into the post-game. I tell you, what's a great game. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. You know who you are. I love you all. I tell you what, you always bring it. It's massive. It's massive. Fantastic win. Fantastic that we're all here together. Going into the chat right now. With again, I am greedy. I want a goal. It will make a dent in the table. That was the OG experience. D. Scott, it'll be tight for Oxford. I fear. Never wants a relegation for anyone. Phil J. Weston. Phew. Enough said. Yes. Phew. Enough said. Phil J. Weston. Absolutely loving it, bruv. OG. Martin BQN. To think Southampton got a cheeky late goal. I know, eh? I know. Scores and stuff. We're getting through the scores on the doors and the table as we march through. OG experience. Go on, Wrexham. Yes. Di Humphreys, it's over. Come on, you Reds. Yes, come on, you Reds. But let's hope we don't get too many more of these bloody Reds. We'll talk about that soon. But yes, come on, you Reds. Kent Gilliford. Use boys, absolutely. Yes, boys. Martin BQN, we can take this momentum to the borough. We're going to have to. I'm watching the boys taking their last steps off the ground. Arthur's walking off last, but I tell you what, there's people around the tunnel, people all around the crowd, very happy with what's happened tonight. And the boozers in Wrexham, the turf's probably going to be full, and a few of the other boozers in Wrexham are going to be well visited after this. As Kent Gulliver says, the local fans are going to love the gritty win. Yes. Yeah. You can win a game beautifully and you can win a game with grit. And I say for the gritty games or the gritty style games, this was a lovely gritty style game. I love it. 10 minutes left in the post game. 10 minutes left. You tell me what you're thinking. But yeah, the local fans are going home happy. Love the gritty game. I believe you're absolutely right. Di Humphreys says, I'll just leave you guys with this one question. How did a 6'5" centre forward keep going that long? Yeah. That says a lot, doesn't it, eh? Says a lot. To me, that says the fitness has come a long way as well. I mean, Kiefer was monstrous tonight. Absolutely monstrous, wasn't he, eh? Absolutely monstrous. The way he played the game all night long. But the game as well. Oxford try scoring on themselves, yeah? Volks with the big back pass. Then there's a free kick inside the box where the wall is literally 2 feet in front of the goal line. It was absolutely phenomenal. The things we've seen tonight at this game are very special and to be enjoyed because the things we see tonight we're not going to see again for a while. The goal itself, hey, Kiefer heads it or taps it back over and Brodie literally gets it over the line as Cummings can't stop it on the line. Unfortunate for Oxford. That was the moment of the game. Quality, I suppose that was the quality moment of the match. Let's face it, Nathan was the man to read the play, and that's what he did very well all night long. Nathan Broadhead read the play brilliantly all night long. The Welsh forward line, getting it done. Keith Moore was the man in the sky, heading down all the balls that the little wee men couldn't get to because he's so big. and he makes himself look so big and so great in the aerial duels. He has come up as our best signing in the off-season. Nathan's going to take time to get his thing really going. But once Brody really gets his thing going, we've got a fantastic forward line. As we move forward into the season, and as the rest of the team gets bigger and more solid, midfield and especially defensively as well, we're going to turn into a top team. We're going to literally peak later in the season. And when we do peak, then we're going to go on runs. That last run we went on, the 2 wins, the 3 draws run we just lost at, or we started another one. Depends how good the second lines are in behind the forwards moving forward as to how well we do. But I tell you what, the signs tonight, battling 10 men on 11 most of the game, yeah? Doyley gets sent off, and for literally 23 minutes plus the 6 minutes added on, call it half an hour, Wrexham 1 man down due to Doyley's red card, yeah? That's another test. I said at the time, now we're in for a battle. Now we're going to be tested. We were tested royally. Oxford threw everything at us, but that final quality moment, even clipping the crossbar, yeah? That's how close they got to 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, yeah? That's how close they came. So we got tested in various ways. Came into it 11 on 11, got into the game, started to own the game, got the fortuitous goal, and were comfortable in the game, but never got the second insurance marker, the second goal. Red card comes along, the game changes on its head. Oxford are totally in control. They'd had 5 minutes of great pressure before that. They went into the ascendancy, and the only thing they couldn't do was get it over the line. Blocks, great plays by Louis Brunt when he came on that replaced the big hole left by Callum Doyle. Arthur Okonkwo did as much as he could, even when deflections went wrong and gave you bad feelings. Arthur stood tall. Collections in the mid-air, taken across, picked it out the air. Arthur did, like we haven't seen in a long while, which gave across, picked it out the air. Arthur did, like we haven't seen in a long while, which gave us lots of hope that it was going to be a good night. It did turn into a good night. And even Cummings had to make brilliant saves to keep Oxford in this match. Like I say, we saw a fantastic game of football tonight. We really did. And moving to the weekend, Middlesbrough, that's going to be another level. Totally another level. Quickly going into the table, bringing in your chat first. Going in the chat first. OG experience. How many bad attempts did we have? Their keeper, man of the match. You know what? You got to say it, haven't you? Really, eh? You got to say it. Cummings, for me, definitely deserves man of the match. Deserves it. Absolutely. I think you're absolutely right. OG experience, I agree with you, man. Anybody else thinks I'm wrong? You could say Broadhead should be, but I got to say, I'm with Cummings getting the man of the match. No problem with that at all. Played out of his skin. And the goal that he got beat by only just got past him, yeah? And I did say coming in, he'd be tough to get by. He is tough to get by. Big agreement there. Also, many attempts. Yes, many attempts. Many attempts. Yes, many attempts. We're going to get into the full-time stats here pretty quick. In fact, we'll do the stats after we go through the chat. OG experience, I've got to say, many attempts. We did have their keeper. Yeah, he was. We had their keeper on the spot. He was working overtime. Absolutely. Jake Hooson, big up to you and big up to Oxford. Our end product from our wingers, mainly Dembele and Plaqueta, has to improve for us. I don't know why Plaqueta wasn't on from the start. That was my thought. I thought I would have seen him from the start, tell you the truth. And Dembele was active. He just needs someone to play with who's going to go with him. He had nobody to give him any love, no one to go with him. Every time he tried to play something tic-tac-toe or get something moving, you could see what he was trying to do, but nobody was reading the play going with him. So Dembele played on his own pretty much. Just saying. And Plaqueta, you know what? Get them two active together at the same time because those two can make things happen. That's what I'd say, Jake, honestly. OG, back to you. There, absolutely. Steve says, we done well to hold on then. Get in the good performance, Wrexham, and first home win. Applauding that all the way home to the bank, Steve. All the way to the bank, Steve. Absolutely. We've done well to hold on to this. We really did. And get in there is the phrase. And the 3 points are massive. And the first home win, that takes the monkey right off the back. So no more talking about achieving the game plan and sticking to the game plan. For my money, I think the lads have always stuck to the game plan. They've just got tired and worn out and lost games later in the match. That's what I've seen. Stoke was a bad performance in many ways, but it didn't get better towards the end, did it? Like a few that we've lost, and not many. So take it for what it is. We're having a good season. We're having a very good season. And 15 would be a brilliant place to finish the season. Believe me. Martin BQN, thanks for the show. Ultimate Soccer Show. Brother, thanks for you being there, Martin BQN. Big up, big up, big up. Let's take a look at the matches and the results after we go through the stats. Stats now on the board. Wrexham, 9 shots, 7 on target. That is monstrous. 9 shots, 7 on target, 59%. That is just monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. 12 fouls, so we were a little bit chippy tonight. 3 yellow cards. Referee thought we were bad boys. And 1 red card, yeah. Callum Doyle, he was the bad boy. He got the red card. And then 1 offside, just 1 offside, and 6 corners. As for Oxford, for road team numbers, these are pretty good. 6 shots, 2 on target, 41% possession. Not bad. 13 fouls, so they were likewise like us, a little chippy. 1 yellow card, they weren't bad. No red cards, they were good. No offsides, even better. And corners, 3. So interestingly, their numbers were not bad. Representative of a 0-0 or a 1-1 per se, but they go on to lose 1-0 on the night. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Looking at the results from today, I'm going to give you the results from today. Match day 11. Swansea, unfortunately, couldn't get back into it. Do go down to QPR 1-0. QPR bouncing back with another win. Watford winning over West Brom 2-1. Not what West Brom needed, but definitely what Watford were looking for. And Sheffield Wednesday do lose to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough staying on top of the table. Looking at your standings. Going to give you your top 6 and your bottom 6. And parting shots from anybody right now coming up in the next 2 to 3 minutes as we close this down. But give me your parting shots on a day where Wrexham win 1-0 despite going down a man and playing for 30 minutes nearly, 10 to 11. Callum Doyle sent off on 67. Table, looking at the top 6. Middlesbrough match apparently still live. Says full-time, Middlesbrough 1-0, so I don't know why that's coming in as a late result. Just checking, guys. Can't tell you anything untrue. So, last 5, talking last 5 as well. Coventry on top of the table, 25 points from 11 rounds. 5 matches back-to-back. Last 5, perfect. Nobody in the league is perfect apart from Coventry. Middlesbrough in second, 24 points, just a point behind Coventry. 4 points behind Middlesbrough. Millwall in third on 20. 4th place, Bristol City, having another good season on 19 points. 18 points, Charlton. Hey, League One from last year, doing bloody good this year. 5th place, 18 points. Very good. Stoke City slipping down, like I told you they would, into 6th from 2nd a couple of weeks ago. In the bottom 6 is what we're looking at. Sheffield Wednesday on the bottom, 6 points. Tough. Blackburn Rovers, Blackburn Rovers, 7 points in 23. Norwich City in the bottom 3. They must be shaking their heads. 8 points, 11 rounds. Sheffield United, Chris Wilder, like I say, 3 wins in the last 5, 9 points from 15. That'll do it. That gets you out of Dodge. And when you look at the other teams, Norwich, 1 point from 15, yeah. Blackburn, 1 point from 15. Sheffield Wednesday, 5 points from 15. And Sheffield United have got 9 from 15. That tells you all you need to know. Great job, Chris Wilder. And watch Sheffield United continue up the league. 20th is Oxford, Derby County in 19th. And Wrexham, as I say every week, 15 is a good place to be. Well, we're in a good place. We're 15th in the league. Good place to be. Nice place to be. A little bit happier to be in 15 than, say, 19 or 20. 15's a good place to be. Off this win, moving to Middlesbrough, get ready. The pre-game is coming just before the game against Middlesbrough, and then we'll have the post-game like we're doing now. Like I'm condensing everything into one show to keep everybody in one place. But This win is a confidence booster. We keep this confidence now in training the next 2 days. The guys that didn't play, so Parky has spared a few guys, O'Brien especially, just for an example. But the guys that didn't play, well, they're going to join in the fun zone, and they're going to be wanting to get into this fun zone to go to Middlesbrough. Right now, a draw at Middlesbrough would be a damn good result. A win would be ecstatic. But don't kid yourself. We're going into a tough place. Second in the league. Not for no reason. They're second in the league. They're going to be tough to knock off. A draw would be massive. Only one loss all season. So, and after that, it's Coventry. But take this win, move with this win, the confidence we got now, how could you not be ready for it? And the training over the next couple of days, getting ready for the weekend, the boys are going to have a laugh. There's going to be a little step and a little trip in their step, yeah? They're going to be jumping like little deers running across the little field. They're going to have a jump in their step. They're going to be active. I've seen professional football a lot of my life as they trained on football fields. You know I have. And I know how people are after a win. I tell you now, and Red Dragons in training are going to be having a gag fest. It's going to be a fun place to be as they prepare for Middlesbrough. And normally off a great result like this tonight, a battle of attrition going down a man, you normally come up with some great positive action in the squad. And it breeds. And it's confidence like that that can take you to Middlesbrough and get a result. And we need to go there with confidence. That's the one thing we need to do. Just going back into the chat to finish it. OG Experience, so sorry about my typing. I'm on a phone and my fingers are bigger than the buttons. I know how that feels. I've got one of these. I've got a S20 or 23 something. You're typing. My fingers. Yeah, it's the same thing. 301 it is right now here. But like I say, guys, Grim Plays, buddy, how you doing? How you doing? Hi, all. Damn, I'm late. What I missed, buddy? I tell you what, you missed a battle of attrition. It was a fantastic game. I'm going to give you a game recount in 60 seconds. And when I'm finished, I'm going to cut off, get out of here, and you can go get the post game when we finish to get more of what I missed. But in short, everybody in the chat tonight was brilliant. Again, you and the cameras watching were awesome. Yeah, this guy here had a lot of fun, having a lot of fun with you guys again. So there you go. That's part of it, Grims. It was brilliant that way. We went through the first half, 50-50 first 15 minutes, pretty even. Battle of attrition. We get a goal. Brody. Corner comes in, goes to the far post. Kiefer heads it back. Brody taps it in. Cummings in goal. Thinks he's cleared it off the line, but the referee and the linesman are saying, no, you didn't. Linesman's like, boom. Flags up in the air, flying around, and not for no reason other than, boom, 14 minutes, 1-0 up. For the rest of the first half, 50-50. Both teams are attacking opposition coming their way. Wrexham shaded that a little bit and go in at half-time earning the 1-0. Oxford not dead and buried. Didn't play a bad game. Had moments of possession, but had no quality up front. Second half comes along. Everything's going exactly like I just said in the first half. Would have continued to do that, but Callum Doyle gets red carded, straight red carded, literally cripples Dembele at halfway. And it was only because he was late. He was just a bit late, but he absolutely goes through Dembele like a freight train that's never seen a brake job ever. And Callum gets up apologetic. Oxford players going nuts around him. And after a couple of seconds, it simmers down because Elliot Bell, the referee, comes along and goes, nice tackle, man, but you were like way late. No train ticket. Get out of here. Red card. There's your ticket. Boom. For the last 30 minutes, 23 minutes regular time, 6 minutes added time, we were under the cosh. Oxford came, battered the ram, couldn't break it down, hit the woodwork with a header, and that was that. And it was nervous all the way to the end. So there you go, Grims. That's what we had. And it was fun. And everybody in here had a damn blast, man. I tell you, everybody had a blast. 3 points higher. I always say, 15's a good place to be. And Grims, we're sitting 15 right now. We're in a good place. We're in a really good place. And with Middlesbrough coming up, don't forget, everybody, the pre-game's going to be just before the match. Then we're doing the watch-along. I'm going to advertise the watch-along today. You'll see that. Then we'll go straight to pre-game. and we'll end up where we are right now. But we got a great win. We tested ourselves by being a man down. We don't want to do that every day. But Middlesbrough's next. And that's where we're going. OG Experience says hello, Grim. Grim's definitely going to say hello back, I know. But, buddy, you might want to watch that match on the replay because it was quite the game. It had moments for a defensive battle that may excite you. And live, living it live, I didn't bite my nails off, but I know a few people did. So get into that. Guys, thanks so much. Get ready for Middlesbrough, the watch-along, the pre-game, the post-game. I'll be absolutely ecstatic again because we got 3 big points.